Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Raikon and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be doing the second part of What If Goku Had a System. I very much appreciate your love and support for my channel, and of course I thank you all so much for liking and subscribing. It's been so much going on lately, but I just want to say thank you to all of you for giving me the support. And of course I will try to upload more, but things are going to be a little bit difficult, I would say. But other than that, thank you all so much for the video. There's nothing much I would like to say besides from like, subscribe, post notifications on so you never miss an upload. But of course, let's dive into the what if. Where we last kicked off, Goku had passed out from all the memories that he achieved from his father's bandana as Nappa and Vegeta are heading to Earth. While Goku was knocked out, inside of his mind, he was alone in this white void of nothingness. As he looked around, as he said, "What's going on? Where am I? Why do I feel so?" As he was looking around more and more, as then out of nowhere, he felt a ominous key coming right towards him, as it was growing more and more as a warrior landed right in front of him with a destructive and evil aura. This Saiyan was no one other than Cumber, the corrupted Saiyan. As Cumber looked at Goku with a smirk as he said, "So, you're the one with the Saiyan system, huh? For a Saiyan, you look pretty weak. I didn't expect Saiyans nowadays to look this weak. And you can't even go Super Saiyan. Well, Super Saiyan 2. As Goku looked at Cumber, he said, "Who are you?" Cumber explains who he is, as he said he is the one who was trapped inside this system, as well as some other being. As Goku asks why is he here, and Cumber says he's here to see him, to see his power, and he sees that he has symbolized the powers of Yamoshi. Goku asks who Yamoshi is, as Cumber explained Yamoshi and their background. As before Cumber could explain further, a new presence came, as it was the power of the power of divinity. Goku looked on as he saw a Saiyan with red hair, similar how he was when he was younger, as his power was fully divine. It was no one other than Yamoshi, the Super Saiyan God. As Cumber seeing Yamoshi got furious as he was about to strike Yamoshi, but Yamoshi stopped him as he told him that he and Cumber needed to stop their differences for just once, because due to this Saiyan, it could help either of them get out of here alive. As Cumber decided to stop his rampage just this once and reluctantly agreed to work with Yamoshi, as they both talked to Goku about the system, about what it does, as Goku was a bit confused. Seeing as he's never fully grasped the meaning of the system, he's just gained more strength from it. As Yamoshi explains that the system is born from the Saiyan heritage of divine ki. As during the time when Yamoshi and Cumber were doing their fight back in a different era, Cumber and Yamoshi fought so much that it nearly destroyed the entire universe. As throughout that battle, Yamoshi used his power fully to seal Cumber and himself into a special system, a special Saiyan ability that only the chosen Saiyan can have. As that power would continue to stretch throughout the entire universe, searching for a host, and it found its host in Goku. As Goku was shocked by this revelation, knowing that he has to train for the Saiyan's arrival, he asked if they can train him. As Yamoshi and Cumber agreed to train him, as Goku woke up from his slumber. When Goku woke up, he was surrounded by Chi-Chi, Gohan, and the rest as they wondered what happened. Goku explained everything about the Saiyans, about Cumber and Yamoshi, and about the system, as they were all shocked to know about this power that Goku has, as they all started to train for 1 year. Now, during the original, Goku would have just gone to King Kai's planet, but since he's not dead, he can't really go to King Kai's planet at this rate. But he has Raditz with him. Raditz wouldn't be as feral as he was since Goku is here, so he can keep him under control. So Raditz will decide to train with Goku to gain more strength. Now, I feel like they would go to the time chamber, but Kami says they need repairs. Would Kami ask them to go to King Kai's planet? Would he recommend it? I think yes. Main reason is Kami can teleport to the other world if he wants to at will. So he would contact King Gamma and he would send Goku and Raditz down to King Kai. During that time, they would arrive in probably about a few days, since Goku is so much stronger and Raditz is stronger. And Raditz is a bit stronger from the Zenkai that he got from fighting Goku. But in all honesty, they would make it there in about a few days. King Kai can sense the immense potential in Goku, as he senses Raditz power too, but Raditz is more malicious than anything, as he agreed to train them, seeing that they made a good joke. During that whole year, Goku would mainly train with Yamoshi and Cumber in the mindscape, as he would learn a lot more about the Saiyans and about the Saiyan system as a whole. He would start to use the ring that he got from the quest of Yamoshi. He would start to learn God Ki fully, as trying to use it as his own, try to infuse it into his body like he did in the original versus Beerus. But it's still a long way to go. But he can access God Ki, but it's just harder for him. And for Super Saiyan God, he can only go into it at very short bursts, like saying as if when Vegeta fought against Zamasu, and he went Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God in the manga. It's like that. So he can only go into it for short bursts, but if he goes in it for too long, he can very much damage his entire body. As Raditz has grown a lot in strength too. Now, also Goku would learn the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb. Now, Raditz wouldn't learn it since he still has a tainted heart. King Kai knows that Raditz that can't use the Spirit Bomb, so he wouldn't teach it to him. As after the whole year, Goku and Raditz would continue their training, and they would have completed it. As throughout that year, Goku finally got the notification from the system, as the system notified him of his final training regimen with Yamoshi and Cumber. As in the mindscape, Goku would continue to train with Yamoshi and Cumber, but then the system notified him of his quest completion. Secret quest completed. Training for the Saiyans. Rewards: Saiyan body armor. Description: armor worn by users Goku's father Bardock. Second reward: 10 unused stat points. Third reward: Cumber armor ratings. Description: crimson bracelets used by Cumber, the corrupted Saiyan. Increases ki by 10%. Grants user berserk state. As Goku seen these descriptions, got ready. As beforehand, he went to see how his friends were doing. Beforehand, he did go back to King Kai's before, but he's mainly on Earth, so he's not late. So the Saiyans are still here, and of course the Z Fighters is still here with Goku. As when Vegeta and Nappa arrive, they are greeted by the Saiyans. Now, the Earthlings, I would say, are a bit stronger since they've been training with Goku a bit more, because Goku, unlike the original, is not dead. Raditz has gotten a lot stronger as well as Gohan as well. Gohan has been showing the most growth since he's been training with Goku majority all the time. And Goku has been growing up. Goku's growth is nearly absurd. He's gotten so much stronger in just a short period of time. I would say the Earthlings are around, I would say 3 to 2,000 with Tien. Tien and Krillin would be the relatively the strongest. With Krillin, I would say being around 3,000 to 3,800. For Tiana, probably put him at like 3,900. Piccolo has been growing as well. As he's been getting so much stronger as well. Seeing as Piccolo trained with Raditz majority of the time, and also Piccolo does know Kaioken. He's been a King Kai, so he does know how to use Kaioken. Piccolo during this time, I think, will be at a power level of around 400 or 4,000. He'd be around a power level of 4,000, and with Kaioken, he could go up to Kaioken times 3, seeing as how his regeneration helps him. He's on a power level of 4,000 combined with Kaioken times 3. Yeah, Piccolo is pretty strong. Gohan has gotten a lot stronger as well. His power level will actually be pretty insane, seeing as how much he's trained with his father. Yeah, Gohan, his power level will be roughly around, I would say, 6,000. The reason why I'm saying 6,000 is because Gohan is a little bit more. It's a little bit more like his father. He's a little bit more roughhousing. He's still a little bit the same, but he's more like Goku, wanting to train more. It's because of Gohan's busted potential. Yeah, his power level grew absurd in only just a year, and he does know Kaioken as well, seeing as he's been training with King Kai, his father, and his uncle, as well as Piccolo. So he's been getting a lot stronger. Raditz has gone stronger as well. Originally, he had a power level around 1,500. Now, his power level, I would say, is at 10,000, which is lowballing him. And of course, he can use Kaioken as well. And he's mainly tried to work on his Uzaru form. Seeing as Raditz in the original, they didn't really specify if Raditz in the original had control over his Zaru or not, but from experience from the low class Saiyans, they are unable to control the Great Ape. I would say Raditz can control his Great Ape now perfectly. So he would have a power level of 10,000 combined with Kaioken times 2. Yeah, he would have a power level of 20,000 with Kaioken times 2. And now Goku during this time has been training intensely. He's been training with Yamoshi and Cumber, as well as King Kai and the other Z fighters for the past year. Goku when he trained with King Kai got 18.8 times stronger, and combined with training with Cumber and Yamoshi, he's trained a lot more. So technically speaking, I'm gonna buff it to say he's gotten, I would say he got 30 to 35 to 31 times stronger than the original. So yeah, he got a ginormous buff in strength. So right now his power level, I would say this, and this is lowballing. This is lowballing his strength because he has been training intensely for the past year. I'm lowballing and saying Goku's power level is around 180,000, which is lowballing it. And of course, Goku can turn into a Super Saiyan, as well as he has Kaioken times 10 at this point. Goku at this point in time has Kaioken times 10. He's been training harder. And also he has Super Saiyan God. Though he only can use it in short bursts, but when he uses Super Saiyan God, he can pretty much one-shot Frieza. I'm just going to say that right now. If Goku were to fight Frieza right now, and he were to use Super Saiyan God for just 1 second, just to punch Frieza, he would one-shot him. That's how strong Goku has gotten. As by now, Raditz, the Z fighters, Piccolo, and Gohan would be there. Goku would be flying in as Nappa and Vegeta would arrive on planet Earth. As of course they planned the Cybermen. The Cybermen would still continue to fight the Z fighters. Yamcha and Tien would easily be able to defeat them as Nappa would start to get in. Piccolo would actually take on Nappa. As before things get out of hand, Raditz actually wants to fight Vegeta. Now, of course, Vegeta and Raditz would go to the Rocky Wasteland, while Nappa would fight Piccolo. As Goku would of course arrive in the scene, he would see Nappa and Piccolo fighting, and he would follow Raditz and Vegeta to the Rocky Wasteland to see their fight. As during this time, Gohan would actually start to fight Nappa as well with Piccolo. As while Piccolo is strong, Gohan has grown massively in strength. I would say this now because since he's been training a lot more, he would overwhelm Nappa without even trying. Gohan during this time is so much stronger, and he also has Kaioken, but he wouldn't need it. He's so much stronger than Nappa that he would easily be able to defeat him, as he would knock Nappa out. Now during this time, Raditz would be fighting Vegeta. Now Vegeta initially would overpower Raditz, with Vegeta having a power level over 18,000, Raditz only had power level 10,000. He would initially overpower Raditz. But Raditz has Kaioken. For only just a little bit, he would power up to Kaioken. Kaioken is a little bit taxing on his body, but Raditz is a little bit more stronger, a little more durable. I mean, since he has been training more with Goku, he has gotten a little bit more durable since he's been taking Goku's punches for a long time. Raditz would have power level 10,000. Combined with Kaioken times 2, he'd have power level 20,000 as he would start to overwhelm Vegeta. Now Goku was in the back. He was watching Raditz fight Vegeta, as during that fight, Vegeta was getting overwhelmed by Raditz, but Vegeta was starting to get a little bit of ground since Raditz was running out of stamina. Now Raditz would start to wear down as Vegeta would fire off a Gallic gun, and Raditz would fire off a double Sunday as their beams would clash. And of course, like the original what Goku did, Raditz would go into Kaioken times 3 for just a split second, and he would overpower Vegeta's beam, knocking him back. Now of course, Raditz would be very injured as he nearly has little to no energy left. Goku steps in, as Goku tells Raditz that he's done enough, as Goku gets ready to fight Vegeta, as both Goku and Vegeta clash. As Goku started to completely mollywop Vegeta, as Vegeta stood no chance against Goku. Vegeta tried every trick in the book, using Gallic gun, using every single technique he knew, but Goku would easily just swap Vegeta like a fly, not even trying, as Vegeta was near brink of death fighting Goku, as he would try to use the fake moon. But even if Vegeta used the fake moon, Goku would just turn into a Super Saiyan. Not to mention, Goku could control his Great Ape state, as Vegeta would literally have no chance, as Vegeta would be knocked out. But of course, Goku shows him mercy, as they take Vegeta and Nappa to Capsule Corp. When they arrive, Goku completed the mission for him, as it said, quest complete, defeating Saiyans. Rewards: new skill, Gallic gun, a powerful beam with the energy to annihilate a planet. Learn from Prince Vegeta. Second, 10 unused skill points. Third, Prince's ring. Description: a ring that was made by the Saiyan bloodline, contains the kings and the princes of old age. Can be used to grant users strength. As Goku was impressed by this ring, as a few hours later, Nappa and Vegeta will wake up, and Goku will explain to them that if they try anything bad, that he would stop them. But he told them that they need to work together to stop this Frieza guy. As I think Nappa would still try to attack Goku, but after seeing how strong he is, he knows he has no chance, as Vegeta and Nappa would agree. Now, I still think they would speak about the Dragon Balls, which is why that Frieza would go to Namek, so I still think they would speak up the Dragon Ball. So Frieza right now is on his way to Namek. Now Vegeta and Nappa still having their comms on, and of course their spaceship. They will hear that Frieza is going to Namek, as Goku and the others would be prepared to go to Namek. As Vegeta asked Kakarot how was he this strong, and why couldn't he really fight him equally? Goku chuckles as he says he's been holding back as well, as he bursts into Super Saiyan. This shocked Raditz. It shocked everybody, even Raditz, as he had no idea that Goku even had the ability to transform into a Super Saiyan, seeing as he never used it against him. As Nappa and Vegeta was thinking that he's the Super Saiyan, he can defeat Frieza. As Goku goes back to base form, Goku as Super Saiyan, he would be insane. Since Goku is having a power level of roughly 800,000 times that 50, he would have a power level of 9 million, which is absolutely insane considering how strong he is. And of course he has Super Saiyan God, and that's just overkill. Now of course they would still get the space pods as they would go to planet Namek. As on their way, Goku and the other Saiyans would start to train on their way to Namek. So Goku does do gravity training, and he does get stronger since he has the Saiyans training with him. As when they arrive at the planet, all their powers have increased a lot. Goku's after training with Saiyans for a little bit, he's around 500,000, which is near first form Frieza's level. Raditz, I would say, has power level of roughly about 50,000. Vegeta is incredibly strong as well, since he's gotten a lot stronger, of course, after the Zenkai boost. So I would mainly put Vegeta at a power level of roughly 90,000, and Nappa to me, I feel like he would be at a power level of roughly about 40,000, 40 to 50,000, similar to where Raditz is, as they would all have arrived on planet Namek. Also, Gohan and Krillin were with him as well. Gohan's power level when he went there, I believe I would give him a power level roughly around 60,000, and Krillin, I give Krillin a power level about roughly 10,000. As when they arrived on planet Namek, they heard word of the Frieza Force being there, as Nappa, Vegeta, and Raditz went to scout. Goku went with Gohan and Krillin to find the Dragon Balls. As of course, during this time, Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta would find Frieza's soldiers, of course, Kui, Dodoria, and Zarbon, and they would completely wipe them out. As during this time, Frieza got a notification that his men were getting wiped out, as he would call the Ginyu Force. Now with Goku, Gohan, and Krillin, they would eventually meet. I would say Guru and Nail. As when they met Guru can just sense the overwhelming power learning in Goku. As of course, during this time, Guru would unlock all their potential. Goku's power would explode like instantly the second he got his potential unlock. Goku having a power level of 500,000. This will boost his power level up to 600,000, which is a pretty decent power level. He's stronger than first form Frieza was. Now with a power level of 600,000, Gohan would have a power level of I would say Gohan would boost his power level up to about 700,000. Well, not 700. Gohan boosts his power level up to 70,000. And Krillin, I would think it would boost his power up to like 20,000. As after getting their potential unlocked, they would talk They will talk to Nail, but Piccolo, unlike the original, Piccolo didn't go with them this time since he's staying on Earth. Because they're afraid that Frieza may go and destroy and go to Earth soon to find Dragon Ball. Since Piccolo is alive, so he's afraid that they may go to planet Earth. So Piccolo stayed on Earth. So Piccolo in this time doesn't fuse with Nail. So after that, Guru explains everything. Guru gives his knowledge to Goku as the system popped up as it notified him of gaining Namekian knowledge. Goku's mind started to flow as he understood all of the ancient Saiyan heritage, of course, going off the Super Saiyan God ritual and more. As after that time, Goku, Gohan, and Krillin, they flew off, trying to find the rest of the Dragon Balls. Now during this time, the Ginyu Force would have arrived as Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta. They would easily start to defeat the Ginyu Force without even trying. As when they reached Ginyu tried to swap bodies with Vegeta. Vegeta was barely able to keep his body as Raditz and Nappa was able to kill Ginyu. Now of course after healing they got a pretty decent Zenkai. Vegeta I don't think got that big of a Zenkai, but I'll roughly put him around like 90,000 or 90 to 100,000. Raditz of course I don't think he got that big of a Zenkai, but I roughly put him at a decent power level, as well as Nappa. Now when they reach Frieza, they already know what to do. They already know that they're screwed. Frieza has a power level of 530,000, while Vegeta only has a power level of 500,000. Raditz only has a power as well. I would say 500,000. Nappa, I would think he has a power level of 80,000, and that's lowballing it. But even if they had even at their power level right now, they know they don't stand a chance against Frieza. Though Raditz does have Kaioken, he knows that even though if he uses Kaioken, it won't be enough. So they know that they're screwed. As Raditz tries to fight Frieza, he goes Kaioken times 2 and 3 since he's been getting better. But it's still not enough to defeat Frieza, as Frieza completely starts to mollywop them. Now before Frieza could kill them, Goku, Gohan, and Krillin would arrive on the scene. As Goku tells Frieza that he's going to be the one that fights him. Frieza is intrigued by the Saiyan. He's never seen a Saiyan. Well, he recognizes him from the Saiyan that stood up to him all those years ago. As Frieza would start to actually attack Goku in base form. Frieza's attacks did nothing to him. No, seeing that Frieza didn't even do anything, this shocked Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz to their core. But they weren't really surprised since they know Goku's holding back, and they could sense his power increased a lot. Now Goku, he would start to completely destroy Frieza, beating him to a pulp as he wasn't even wasting any time with him. Now Frieza, seeing this, he would power up as he would go into his second form. Goku, seeing this, he would power up the Kaioken, and he would start to defeat Frieza again. Now Frieza was shocked that he never knew a Saiyan like this existed, as he thinks that this is Super Saiyan, but he just thinks that it's all a myth though. As Frieza would skip it, he would go into his full power state, going into his final form. Now, even with final form Frieza, Goku would have a lot harder time, but he knows he still has the upper hand since he hasn't been using Super Saiyan yet. Now, when Goku goes Super Saiyan, his power level times 50 of what it was would be 30 million. With a power level of 30 million, he would start to fare decently against Frieza, but Frieza in the original he stayed at a power level of 120 million. So Goku would still be defeated in my opinion. But Goku has one trump card. He knows if he uses it, he probably destroy his own body, but he has no choice. Now Frieza's starting to defeat Goku, starting to mollywop him, honestly. But Goku has one trump card. In a flick of a second, Goku would scream as he was turned into Super Saiyan God for literally just a split second. As his power level to all of his friends disappeared, he would punch Frieza with everything he has, blowing a hole right through him. As for that split second, he would go to Super Saiyan God, he would instantly go back to normal. As Frieza had a giant hole in the middle of his chest, as he puked out blood as he died right there. Goku using Super Saiyan God for only a split second was enough to defeat Frieza at full power. As Goku from using all of his power, he would fully collapse. After Goku awoke from his slumber, he realized that he was in the space pod. As he looked around, seeing that all of his friends were surrounding him, as he asked what happened, with Gohan explaining him that he was able to defeat Frieza. As Goku was sighing relief, as the Saiyans were completely shocked that Goku showed this amount of power. As Goku asked the Saiyans if they wanted to continue staying on Earth, which they agreed to. Raditz was really proud of his brother, as he didn't expect him to be this powerful, being able to defeat Frieza in one singular shot. As Vegeta and Nappa had literally no words. Nappa was happy that Frieza was defeated. That's mainly the main thing he cared about. But Vegeta, he was fuming, as he wanted to defeat Frieza himself, but he let it slide since he really wanted Frieza dead. He'll let it slide this one time, since he knows that if Kakarot couldn't defeat Frieza, they would all be screwed. As they all headed back to Earth. During this time, of course, there would be a certain purple-haired man arriving from the future. As that is it for this video, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and of course, if you did, make sure to show me some love, hit that like button, and of course, this time I'm really sorry for all the stuttering. There's a lot of stuff going on, so I have to speed up this video for a lot of reasons, so I'm very, very sorry. But of course, if you guys like it, make sure to show me the love and support that you guys have shown me, and of course, I love you all so much. But of course, my destroyers, have an insane day.
Skills to blows